Hey, are you a fan of artificial intelligence and you just can't wait to browse the World Wide Web coded in hypertext markup language using the Hypertext Transfer Protocol with a nifty artificial intelligence web browser? Well, here's another one. It's called Dia. And in this video, I'm going to discuss how to download and install it, but really quickly. The browser company, they get a strike by me. Strike number one, their main domain, diabrowser.com, completely bloated, not necessary. You can see the scripts running and data being pulled in from external sources. It froze up my computer twice. At first I thought maybe it was a different website. I traced it back down to their main domain. So that's strike number one. I'm not using the most powerful computer. I'm using a non-standard web browser, but still, a lot of these main websites I don't have problems where it freezes up my computer. All right, so this is Dia. Now, this is another problem here, is that this web browser that is designed for artificial intelligence, it's only available on Apple Mac and Crap operating system. They claim that in the future they'll release a version for Microcrap, Microslop Windows operating system. Well, but what about Linux? You know what I'm saying? All right. And also, this is similar to the Perplexity, which is perplexing, that these technology companies basically discriminate. They're making it extremely difficult for an average word consumer, a computer aficionado, to just download their web browser and test it out. You have to join a waiting list. Not just any waiting list, an ARC waiting list. Well, I tried to find out more details on how to join the ARC. Now, if you're not familiar, ARC is a web browser that the browser company created. They have now abandoned it, and they are now focusing more on Dia. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It says here it's only available for Apple Macintosh, so for now you have to have obviously an Apple Macintosh computer. And then if you're using Microcrap operating system, Windows, then you have to sign up for updates. But it's a waiting list. So you're going to have to, you would click on join the waiting list, and I'll show you the form. Here's another problem. This web browser is in beta. They admit it. Me personally, I almost never waste time with alpha and beta software, and here's why. I've used one software ever in my entire life that was alpha. Those types of software are very buggy. They're not even, a lot of times they're not even fully developed. Beta, I don't waste time. Here's another problem with beta. Now, if the web browser company wants to hire me and pay me to beta test their web browser, I'm already on strike number one with their bloated Uniform Resource Locator domain name. Yeah, I don't go out and check it out. Don't just believe me. Browse to diabrowser.com, and it's very slow, and you can literally see that. I don't know if they have way too much Java object notation, also known as JSON, too many JavaScripts, too many JSON scripts, even Ajax, too much Ajax. It looks very beautiful, right? The capitlet's gone wild, but it froze up my computer, literally. Okay, so this is a problem beta. Me personally, I don't mess around with beta. Now, you could argue that production software has bugs and is basically beta. But me personally, I'm not going to waste my time unless you pay me. Okay, but it's up to you. It's your choice. Now, it's only available on Apple Macintosh Operating System 14 or newer with the M1 chips or later. There's a clue. If their main website for diabrowser.com is that scripted with the bells and whistles and very slow and it froze up my computer, well, just think what their artificial intelligence web browser will require. You know, and there's no, even with Perplexity, that's also perplexing. Perplexity and the browser company, they don't tell you the requirements for these web browsers. They don't tell you, well, we recommend, 4 gigabytes of random access memory, 16 gigabytes. We recommend octa-core processor, 2.0 gigahertz. They don't recommend the type of video graphics card. Nothing. Okay, so you would have to create a new DIA account using the email link to your ARC account. Remember, ARC is like an exclusive club. What are they, a secret society or something? Why are they so secretive? Why don't they just have a download page available for everybody? And I'm also talking about Perplexity. Okay, they talk about referrals. Okay, for referrals, they want you to use the email linked to your invitation. So this is just like Perplexity, very perplexing. It's like a paradox. They want people to beta test their web browsers, but they make it extremely difficult to obtain the download. Okay, now here's the waitlist form. Okay, it's just standard. You have to enter an email address, and then it says ARC members have early access now. So if you're an existing ARC member of the browser company, you can download it here. All right, and which is this page. I'm kind of going in reverse. You know what I'm saying? All right. If you're not an ARC member of that secret society, then join the wait list. Well, wait a minute. And they claim that they'll reach out to you. Well, I even used Chat Generative Pre-Trace Transformer. I was desperate. I performed multiple internet searches. I went to the browser company's arc.net. Nowhere, unless it's hidden in plain sight, they did not have a link to their sign-up form. It could be that they don't even, right now, they're not accepting members. I don't know if it's a paid membership. I couldn't find out any details. And then you would enter your email address and then click enter. All right? There are no details that I'm aware of when I searched about how to install it or anything, or the minimum hardware requirements. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what else? I don't have much else because I am not going to freeze up my computer again and browse to the main website. So their main domain, index.html, to me is just, I'll just be blunt, it's just bloated. You could literally watch the progress indicator, and then it's pulling data from other, external websites. And I don't know if they've got too much JavaScript or too much JavaScript object notation, too much AJAX, which is another type of JavaScript, or just too much bells and whistles, too much bling, bling, bling. But these are capitalists, the capitalists gone wild. I will not be, that's the 8-minute mark warning, I will not be testing these web browsers because they're not currently available for Linux. And quite frankly, I'm not going to, well, this is invitation only, just like Perplexity. And so chances are a person like me will never get invited. The media propagandists, they may get invited, but a person like me doesn't look like it. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to test these artificial intelligence web browsers, at least the DIA and the Perplexity Comet, anytime soon. And maybe that's a good thing. You know what? I'm just going to go back to using FloorP and Falcon. And at least, and I'll be careful what, now in all transparency, I'm not using the most powerful computer, but give me a break. Even TikTok does not by itself, and they have a bloated website, that website does not cause my computer to, freeze up. Adios.